So, as you make your way across the lands of Hulanuka, the strong winds blowing away the rather. You've never been quite sure if it's sand or dust that makes up the entirety of this landscape. Yomok, the sculptor, has been running for quite some time. It's been about 3 months since the powerful Archmage disbanded the group whose name I've forgotten. The Artist of Creation. You were there whenever you were there turning in one of your bounties whenever they stormed the area. You were actually beaten up rather harshly by both the painter and the sculptor. They left you alive because you feel like they, well, weren't really going for you. You think that you would have been able to take them if it wasn't for their superior numbers, but you decided to take this job because it's a little bit personal for you at this point. So after the Archmage teleported them away, you spent that time just tracking them. You've came across a few different people that has had some sightings, but he's rather quick. You finally managed to come to a town that, well, they said that they saw them within the last 2 days, and they pointed you off into an area that he was talking about. He asked the locals about ruins that were in the area, and that's your lead. You begin making your way towards that. As you begin to travel, I would like for you to make me a either perception or investigation check. Or survival, actually. Any one of those three.
Okay, give me 1 second. Not gonna do survival. Was perception or what?
Perception or investigation. Alright. You begin traveling. You're having issues finding it. You have to rest for the night. Mark off a day's worth of rations.
Okay. I'm just gonna note it down on my book.
No, in your character sheet,
Oh wait.
I put the stuff down in there for you. You should have 10 of them.
So I just take down 9.
Yep.
That's 19. I didn't get 10. I didn't get 9 there. Alright.
So you have that at... Okay.
Hmm.
So, you continue looking. Roll me another check. That's persuasion.
Shit.
You persuade the dusty landscape, the
Yes!
very low visuals of the land of Hulanuka. You look out, you can see no more than 20 feet in any direction, due to the rapid sandstorms that's constantly plaguing this land. And you're just like, hey, could you tell me where the closest ruins are? Thank you. Just go ahead and roll me a perception check instead.
Damn it. I was actually gonna try to roleplay my way out of that one.
Oh, would you like to try to roleplay your way out of that one? I am completely up for it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to roleplay myself out of that one, but I'm gonna keep that perception check there just in case I do fail. Alright, you ready for this?
Yes.
Alright, sand or dust, whatever you are, listen. I have been here for... I've lost track of time. Could you work with me just this one time and maybe show me to where these ruins are? I mean, come on, it's the least you could do for, taking away my family twice and then doing me to work for a family that's practically treating me like a slave.
You see an image appear in the sands that say, "Shut up about your backstory," and the sands begin to pout.
Cunt.
Off in the distance, you see rather falling apart ruins with your lovely 20 perception check. It seems to be a dome-shaped stone structure that has a single opening. There are 4 tall black pillars that surround it.
Okay.
Do you wish to go in?
If it's where they are, then let's try it. Might as well.
Give me a... I'm gonna say with a 20 perception. As you begin walking up, you find old footprints that lead into it.
Oh boy.
You do not have dark vision, do you? You have low light vision, I believe.
Yes, low light.
Actually, no, elves do have 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, shit, nice.
Oh, also, you have keen senses, which, you already have proficiency in perception. So you can just go ahead and add another skill if you'd like. Forgot about that elven thing.
I'ma put this in religion, because that's what I need. I need the man upstairs on this. No, not really. I'm gonna put
the, 100 or so, people upstairs? Yes, you do.
Please. Keep it the fuck down, I'm trying to sleep. No, keep going.
It took me a second.
I broke you.
So, as you begin to walk in, and you see with your elven eyes the footprints, you look around, it leads down to a rather steep staircase. Even with your elven dark vision, for some reason you can't see more than 30 feet down the steps, and all you can see is just darkness at the end.
Oh shit. That's magical darkness. That's the cunt of all darknesses. I need to stop saying that. I might offend someone. Moving on. Hey, here we go. What check do I need to make sure I don't trip and fall down here and break my neck?
Just as you begin walking down, it seems the darkness recedes back with each step. Each step you take down, the darkness reveals another step.
Oh, okay, that's great. So we have magical darkness that's aware that it's darkness and will let me see the ground as I'm walking. Oh boy, I wonder what's going to be at the end of this. Alright, let's keep going.
As you get about 30 steps down, you notice it's even darker than it was a moment ago. You look back, the light from the entrance is completely gone. You're still able to see 30 feet up and 30 feet down.
This spoopy is... Wait, I want to try something, and I might end up screwing myself here, but I have torches.
You light a torch?
I'm gonna try to light a torch.
Alright, you light a torch, and with your elven vision, the darkness expands outwards. You're able to see the light up at the top again, and you're able to see 40 feet down whence you can only see 30.
Great. So it's magic, maybe magical darkness that still works like normal dark? Okay, whatever this is, it's really confusing, and I'm just gonna keep pressing onward.
You press onward. You didn't ascend the stairs. There's no flights, it just continues descending. For 1 minute? 2 minutes? 5 minutes? 30 minutes?
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold up. Hold on. Just hold the phone. If I just would... I'm gonna look back up towards the top.
You look at it back up towards the top, you see nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even the stairs that you just walked down. You You don't see the stair that's above you. There is a solid wall of darkness now.
Oh. Oh god. Perception check on the wall to figure out what the fuck is going on?
Give me an Arcana check instead.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Alright, so you know that this is something called the Creeping Darkness. It is a form of magical darkness, but it isn't quite like the rest of them. It is a construct of sorts that is used to entrap things, to lure them into an area. It takes quite a lot of darkness, a good distance from direct sunlight to wherever it forms this, but it can make a solid wall that is almost impossible to pass through. It doesn't have any sort of offensive abilities, but it is really good at forcing somebody to go where the creator wants it to go. You suspect that this was made by the sculptor.
I'm gonna make a stupid thing, but I'm gonna poke it.
You poke it, and it feels like a solid wall.
Fuck. Okay. So, I'm currently trapped inside this ruin. Alright. Only one way to go, and that's down! Fuck.
You continue down the steps. Another 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 30 minutes. You're now an hour and a half down. A few times you've checked over your shoulder, the darkness is staying exactly one step behind you. You finally see a light down at the bottom, a glistening blue. As you reach this opening, you look out and you see giant carved statues that seem of some kind of ancient stone that you've never seen the likes of it before. It's shiny, reflective, almost glowing in and of itself. There's a light source that you're not able to quite tell where it's from. There are massive towers of buildings off on either side. And there's a walkway over a bridge right in front of you. Off in the distance, maybe 200 feet, you see what looks to be a obelisk that goes up about 3 feet. It is completely blackened. With your elven eyes, you're able to see that there's a handprint on top of it.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do, since I don't need my torch anymore, is I'm gonna just turn around and hit the wall with the torch and just leave the torch there, because fuck that wall.
As you hit the wall with the torch somewhat passes through it, but there's a resistance to it. And as the torch leaves it, there's no light.
Great. Wait, I'm now in pitch black?
Yeah, but you have dark vision. But also, it's pitch black whenever you look back towards the wall. However, looking forward, there's these two giant statues on either side of the bridge that they're sort of kneeling down in almost submission to any who enter the city. And these seem to be giving off some kind of faint blue glow throughout the area. They're all massive cities of buildings on either side of the walkway. And then it goes off into a platform that has that obelisk. You see no people.
From where I can see, is there any, like, tripwires or shit that might kill me as I walk across this bridge?
Give me an investigation.
Oh, boy.
You do not see any shit that will kill you when you're crossing the bridge.
Okay. Because I know you, and I know how you're selective talking. Ignore that. I know how your selective speech works. Is there anything that could do me any form of mortal harm across this bridge?
You do not see anything across the bridge other than the bridge itself. The bridge is made of a light blue material that it seems solid enough, and you're not seeing anything that can cause you harm with your 11 check.
Oh boy. Alright, well, I'm just gonna cautiously step onto the bridge.
As you step on the bridge, it was a bridge mimic all the time! It eats you at the end.
Fucking damn it.
In all honesty. You step onto the bridge. Through your shoe, you're able to feel this soft, cold sensation, which is rather odd to feel in the land of Hulanuka, which it's always rather warm and hot. This is the first time you've truly felt something cold.
Internally, I'm gonna flip the fuck out, but externally, just gonna walk and hope that I'm not gonna die.
As you walk, you get about halfway on the bridge, and you realize the heads of the statues are slowly turning to keep track of your position. These statues, you look on either side of the bridge, it goes down a good 200 feet. These statues are high enough to where, and tall enough, that their heads reach about 40 feet above you, and the start of the chin is about level with the bridge.
I'm gonna look at one of the heads.
You look at one of them. It seems rather plain. The face of it is just softly glowing. Its mouth is in an indifferent position. Give me a history check. Looking at it, you're not exactly sure what race this even is. They have soft inscriptions all upon them, but nothing that you're really able to make out.
Alright. Now, because I'm tempted to, I'm gonna tell the head that I'm looking at to turn away. It's not. That is shit.
Nothing happens.
Alright. Oh, fuck you. I'm moving on. Cross the bridge.
Alright, you finish coming across the bridge. You see this platform that you've ended up on. It's large and circular. There are several extensions that go off into different buildings that look of some importance. In the middle of it all, in a slightly elevated another circular platform, is that obelisk.
Okay. So I have the thing that you're obviously trying to lead me to, which is the obelisk.
And there's also 8 different pathways going off if you would like to check those out.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I'm just... Wait, hang on. How many... Oh, wait, 7 plus the... Plus, that's 9. Ooh. No. Not what I was thinking. Is there any, like, telling marks on the bridges leading off on those 8 other paths?
Give me a investigation. Also give me a history with advantage. So, looking, you do see different marks on, like, the bridges have different handles on either side, and you see the same inscription on each of the handrails for a particular bridge, and then on the next one it has different ones. The language, however, you're not able to make out.
Fuck, I don't have a mirror. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would I have needed a mirror? I'll tell you later, because we're kind of on time restraint. I'm just going to walk up to the obelisk.
Alright, you walk up to the obelisk, and there's a rather large handprint upon it.
Compared to my own hand, how big?
About twice the size.
Oh, son of a bitch, that's probably an Oleg. I mean ogre. I mean troll. I mean donkey. Sorry. I'm gonna put my hand on the handprint.
Alright, you place your hand on it. The handprint shrinks down to your hand size, and it begins glowing. There's a faint, swirling symbol that appears on the back of your hand. You instinctually, as this begins to happen, you try to jerk your hand away, only to find that it's stuck in place. Slowly, beginning at your feet, you see this faint black mist that forms. And as it leaves a particular part of your body, you realize it's no longer there. It slowly creeps its way up through your chest, round down your arms, and then up your neck. You try to say something, you try to scream, you try to react in general, but nothing can come out as your mouth has fully faded. It closes in around your left eye, and then everything is black. You come in on the sound of someone screaming, just to instantly have it be cut off. You have these two rather large circles in front of your face, and a long black thing that leads out from it. Everything kind of looks like you're looking at the world through a fishbowl. As you look up, you see something rather interesting. There is the form that you can almost tell is another wood elf, except its mouth is elongated up into the ears, rows upon rows of teeth. It looks at you and smiles and slowly licks its very thin lips. Then you see the form of a leech standing next to it. It's about 3 feet tall, and rows upon rows of teeth look like they're ready to chomp down upon you. Next to that is, oddly enough, a statue, sculpture, you're not quite sure, but it's a little wooden man with glowing red eyes. Next to them you see, well, a little tiny pixie. Its long blonde hair flows elegantly in the wind, however its dark red eyes pierce your very soul. It constantly jolts around in a rather large area, moving faster than the eye can see at most points. Next to them, there's a form that seems to be falling apart. It's almost like if its jaw moves, the entirety of the jawline will just slush off into muck. Next to that is a form that has half the body looking like it's angelic, and another half demonic. It has one angelic wing, one demonic wing, along with 2 large draconic wings flapping out behind it. The being's face is hard to see because of the bright divine light, and its hair is... it almost looks like water that's just washing around it. It has chains running up and down its arms that just slowly floats around it. And then a long, spindly-looking creature with arms longer than your body. Its legs crouch down to fit in this rather small area. Its skin is completely white, and it seems to be wearing almost a bag. You see 2 glowing eyes behind it. And then another creature that looks like it would have been a human if it was severely burnt. They're all just looking at you. In the area around you, you see a dark flow that has a slow faint dark mist just slowly wafting off of it. A stone structure, walls, that completely surround you. At the highest point of this, it goes up about 7 feet. It feels like everything's just trying to close in upon you, as if it's trying to crush down on your chest. You have issues breathing. And that's what will start off on the session.
Oh, great.